I've brought this little DJI Neo out with me metal detecting, and the question is this small little camera drone at £169 a toy or a tool? What I want to do is try and see if this little drone will get me some cool metal detecting shots just using the onboard features. By using the onboard controls, I don't need a controller, so there's less to carry. Is this DJI good enough for what we want as a solo content creator? I don't know. So the first mode I want to try is the follow mode. So in theory, the little drone should follow me while filming wherever I go. That was so easy, wasn't it? Okay, now let's give the spotlight mode a try. Now the spotlight mode is like a tripod in the sky. It doesn't follow you, it just stays in a static position and tracks you. Let's see if that works.
Spotlight, 3, 2, 1.
The next one I want to try is droney. The drone flies out to a set distance and then it flies back, of course filming at the same time. Let's see what that one looks like. Rocket, now this is going to be an interesting one. The drone just goes up to a set distance while filming and then comes down in the same position. And I think you could get some really cool walkthrough shots. I've got a really good signal here. This is going to be the perfect opportunity to film myself digging using the circle mode. Now program number 6, you can set different parameters using the app. You have helix, boomerang, and what I've got it set on now, it's direction track. So it will fly in front of me and track me backwards as I'm walking towards it. But it also changes direction with you, which I think is pretty cool. Well, I've just downloaded some of that footage onto my phone and it looks really good. So to answer my initial question, yes, I think solo content creators can use this drone and get some really good shots, especially for social media. And you don't need to carry a controller around with you or anything like that. But if you did, this drone will pair up to some DJI controllers. There's loads of videos out there on the internet showing a more in-depth review with all the different specs and what controllers you can use. But what I wanted to do was just address the simplicity side of this DJI Neo, and it really is simple. Point and squirt, that's the best way I can describe it. Negatives, are there any negatives with this drone? Just a couple. The first one is the battery life. 10-12 minutes isn't really that long, so you need to buy extra batteries or buy the pack with extra batteries. It comes in a different kit. And I've found using the follow mode, sometimes the drone just loses track of you. It stays there, but it stays just out of reach, so you can't get it down with your palm. That can be a little bit worrying. But I think a lot of the problems with these drones, because they use contrast detection, a little bit of AI, if you're wearing, say, green clothing in a green field, then the drone can't pick you out as well as it should. So try and wear some contrasting clothing and I think the drone will work really well. Also in low light conditions it doesn't track too well either, so make sure you've got the right lighting conditions. But I think it's an absolutely brilliant little drone for £169. You're not going to go far wrong with this, and as a solo content creator it's going to get you those shots you wouldn't have got before. But a little warning here, don't overdo the drone shots because they can get a little bit too much. Just put the odd one or two in. Oh, the machine I'm using today is the Minelab Manticore. Not a cheap machine, coming in at about 1800 quid, but just in case you were curious. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.